I paid for undergrad driving as a yellow taxi cab driver in New York City, right? And so I would pick folks in, downtown Wall Street area, and they're talking about a lot of money. So as an immigrant, I came here to make money. So I got a lot of interviews on Wall Street. None of them worked out. But then there was one research assistant job at Princeton in the labor group there. It's called the Industrial Relations section at Princeton. And I got on RA ship there, which I think my cab driving had something to do with that, because one of the professors that I worked with was working on yellow taxi cab drivers in New York City. And that came up during our interview. So I think he thought that I would be a good resource. My dissertation was actually on yellow taxi cabs in New York City. So that was something that has been really helpful in my career, just that experience that I had firsthand driving a cab for 4 years. I think that always brings like a different perspective when you're studying something that you actually did firsthand. When I walk on campus in Sloan, everybody thinks that I'm a student, because of course you're not expecting to see somebody like me as a professor. Maybe if I looked older and had more gray hair, then maybe you would have thought that I probably worked there. But I went through grad school and never had a professor who looked like me. In fact, I had only one black economics professor in undergrad. Well, not only did I not have professors who looked like me, I didn't have classmates who looked like me. So it can be quite lonely and sometimes feel like you don't belong, or you're not supposed to be here. You're like the only black kid, you don't want to look dumb, right? Because you think that everybody already thinks that you shouldn't be there, you're there because of affirmative action or whatever, right? So we need to be more systematic as opposed to, there's a guy who drove a cab who's now a professor and you should talk to him. I mean, I think that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think having something in place that's more systematic, the schools need to actually work on how to do that.